is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Carolina Panthers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And no alley to be found.
Ready. Striker, 3-3.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The play fake. Now Young. And just not enough on the throw that bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
They go play action. Young. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 33 yards that time.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Again, it's Young. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over.
Let's go now.
Following the fumble recovery, Pickett. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he is going to have the Steelers' 1st down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Another try after the first down sack. Pickett looking for Austin, intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 20. Doesn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Following the interception, Young, he lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete.
In this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Young, throw left side on target to Thielen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Young off the play fake. And he'll be hit as he was 4-9 now on the year. And they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
Cycle. Wait.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Ready?
A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he stopped immediately there. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here is Young. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the here over 20 yards. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Young quickly to the flat. And the result throw is he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football.
On the double.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. It'll be Young again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Panthers. Adam Thielen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught in the end zone. So how about that for a statement? They get 2 instead of 1 on the fake, and it's an 8-0 ball game. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Off play action, Pickett. Eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jeremy Chin, so dangerous wherever he's at on the field, and that time he gets in there for the sack. Now Pickett on 4th down. And it's going to be batted to midfield, and yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now, all right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt. Okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
52 blaster.
Young. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Young.
Shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Hayden Hurst there to make the grab. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the puts it on the carpet, it's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
Got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but The way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. It's caught at the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. And that one results in 35 yards. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett caught on the slant. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers get a bit closer. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will cut the lead down to 15. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And they'll have it in the red.
A few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Young. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. A pitch comes to Sanders, and they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Pickett will look to throw it here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll throw again with Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point now by Boswell. That's up and good. It's 22-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know that.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
On 1st and 10, Young. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense has...
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10.
They are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, Young. And that will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. He's got room past the 30. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Pickett back to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
For the catch made by Johnson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Forced out to his left. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you
pick it in trouble, and down he goes. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Returnable for Lockett. It's a 4-yard return territory.
On the set.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
52 blaster. Blue striker. You yellow. Hey, blue.
3rd and long for Young. He lets it fly for Lockett. It got his man complete.
There.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Sliding out of the pocket. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this ball incomplete.
Second guessed. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Young. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30.
97.
Looking to throw, Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll throw again. Young. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Pickett's throw brought in by Austin. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. From the 30 on 2nd down, Pickett. Targets the sideline. He'll complete this pass to Johnson. A good pick up there, 26 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Pickett right back to the air again. Being chased out left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Harris not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him. Taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback, and sacking.
Ball back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down here. I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They run with Sanders off the option. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I'm up 1st and 10. Now Young. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Young to throw. That's the tight end Hurst with it.
The gain there on second down, that was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Young. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive, because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for the Panthers, the win gets them to 5-9 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.